Hey everyone, I am Mike of Mike and Tess Play, and welcome back to Pokemon Sword version. In the last part, we, had rival battle number 3 with Tess, and actually succeeded in victory! Hooray! We owe a lot of that to our mighty Sirfetch'd, who evolved during the last gym challenge. The last real episode, we defeated the second gym leader, and Sirfetch'd is now retired. He was just a temporary team member, needed a fourth for that battle, and he was the best one I had available, and I'm glad I chose him. I think he had 2 of the KOs in the battle. So I am now in the wild area, and I'm not actually going to be doing anything much. Well, I'm going to be doing one thing in the wild area, which is talking to this guy. Aha! I see you have a bike, young sir. Well, there's a fantastic little game called the Rotom Rally that I would just love to see you participate in. I'm not going to do that right now. However, talking to this guy after you get the bike, and he can charge your bike to make it boost faster. This just means that there's less of a recharge time between when you can do your little turbo boost. He can do it a few times. I think the first time costs 1,000, the second time costs 3,000, and I know that I don't have enough for the third one, obviously. Nope. Didn't want to spend my watch there. I just want to see... Yeah, 5,000 for the next upgrade. So I don't have that, but now I can charge my bike a lot faster. Also, I said in an earlier video that there was a best time to go to the wild area. That would be now. Now that you have 2 gym badges, it's still only going to be 1 and 2 star dens appearing, but now you have the bike and your Pokemon are a little bit stronger. So they are able to take out both 1 and 2 star dens very easily. So you can do a lot of good grinding. I'm not going to do it. I did a little bit of grinding, and I'm going to be back in the wild area in just a few episodes, actually going over more of it. So I don't need to do that right now, but if you want to take advantage, this is the time to do so. But we were told last time that Chairman Rose was waiting for us in the seafood restaurant. So let's go see, what he's up to. And we've got, hello, indeedy. Welcome to the seafood restaurant, the captain's table. Got quite a lineup over there. Chairman Rose always comes here incognito, but the word always gets out that he's here. Yeah, I think it's because he loves fans. You will talk to me much later. Mike, let's celebrate your recent victory. Oh, you were invited too? You two know each other? That's great. Come now, please be seated. This is awkward. What is on our plates? Are they... they're napkins. Okay. Holbury is a seafood town. Naturally, if one is going to eat here, the obvious choice is the local cuisine. Everything on the menu is delicious. By the way, how is Professor Magnolia getting on? I'm quite indebted to her, you know. She was the one who figured out how to unleash the power of wishing stars and use that power to Dynamax Pokemon. We would never have been able to create the Dynamax bands without her. She was saying that there's still so much we don't know about Dynamaxing. It's causing her some worry. She even made me take a power spot detector with me when I started traveling. A power spot detector! That's the device that allowed me to discover the power spots. Locations that emit Galar particles and allow Pokemon to Dynamax. I don't like hearing that Professor Magnolia is so worried, though. If only there was something I could do. Sonia, it may be good for you to visit the vault in Hammerlock. I believe the key to unlocking the secrets of the Dynamax phenomenon lies in the history preserved there. Understood, Chairman. I will arrange a meeting with Miss Sonia. However, I believe it is about time we get going, Chairman. Her eyes look dead inside. But I've had hardly a chance to speak to Mike. It's regrettable, but I suppose it can't be helped. If something needs to get done, there's no time like the present after all. In any case, I bid you all farewell. So interestingly, in private, when he's confronted with the actual realities of who helped him discover things, he's quite honest about it. Does he think he's doing me a favor? He's right that the vault would be a good place to look for info on the legends, but... We got the water badge, yeah? Defeating Ness is no small feat. Here's a TM as a reward. She gives us the TM for Retaliate. Retaliate's a really good move if a Pokemon's been knocked out. It's got base 70 power normal type move, but it doubles if your Pokemon fainted in the previous turn, so it can be helpful. Ness is a good friend. Perhaps I should drop in on her. Until next time, Gym Challenger. Well, thanks, son. Yeah, I'll always take a free TM, even though it's probably not one I'll use. Oh, Hop. All right, mate. You've got both the grass badge and the water badge by now, right? In that case, we're both headed for Motostoke and the fire gym leader, Kabu. How about I share with you a little tip about that leader, Kabu? From what I heard, he's holed up now in Galar Mine number 2, undergoing some special training. If he's in there, then we can't take him on in Motostoke even if we zip right over there, putting the brakes on our gym challenge. So I say we head to Galar Mine number 2 ourselves. Let's go see what all the fuss is about. Yes, so the next gym leader, Kabu, is not in his gym right now. Which, it's basically just, hey, no, even though you can, we can fly there immediately because we've been there before, but no, you still have to actually go through and make the path. So, hi, Q-Fan. So we need to head into Galar Mine number 2. Which does have a new Pokemon, but it's one we're going to get to in a little bit. There's a bunch of good Pokemon to be found here, but you again. I like how we're being chased by a Scraggy. I'd feel sorry for my Pokemon if I made them take part in a battle against low-level opponents. I'm not in the mood to deal with weaklings right now. Then again, I suppose it's a form of mercy to crush weak opponents early on. If you're under the misguided impression that you're stronger than me, then surely you would be up for a Pokemon battle. Naturally. It's utterly inconceivable. I don't think that word means what you think it means. That I, the challenger chosen by the chairman, will lose. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Love that movie. Who doesn't? But anyway, we are challenged by Pokemon Trainer Bede. The second Bede fight. And yes, yet again, Bede is a notable trainer. So, we have Chompers up front, so this ain't gonna be a very long battle for us. But he starts out with Solosis again, level 21, Magic Guard for its ability, with the moves Psy Shock, Psy Beam, and Endeavor. Still only limited to really Psychic-type offenses, but at least now he can hit both physically and specially. Well, on your end, it's a special attack both times for him. But we now have a biting Dreadnought who's very upset that he still has not gotten a KO on Tess's, starter. And, yeah, Bede is not going to be a problem. His next Pokemon, of course, is Gothita. He has not changed his team at this point. But it's level 22, competitive for its ability, with the moves Psyshock, Psybeam, and Rock Tomb. Kind of an interesting choice to have Rock Tomb on a non-physical attacker. But it does give him a little bit of diversity. But again, Bite is just really good at this point. And, yeah, there's just no reason not to have Chompers sweep him right now. But his next Pokemon, wow, still hasn't changed up from last time, is his Hatenna, his ace Pokemon. Level 23, Anticipation for its ability. As you can see, it's Shuddering, with the moves Psybeam and Disarming Voice. So, has that Fairy-type move to counteract any pure Dark types you might have at this point. Yeah. So, if you caught a Scraggy that was chasing me, then it would get wrecked by the Fairy-type move, and Chompers and Ringo both gain a level up. Alright. Pretty good. I will take it. And you know what, Bede? I'm just gonna complete the sweep. Excellent. Not everyone can corner my team like this. You're more than cornered. His last Pokemon is a Galarian Ponyta. Level 22, Pastel Veil for its ability, and the moves Confusion and Fairy Wind. So, again, basically this just a weaker version of, well, his ace, but this one's fast. So he actually outsped me for about a second. And then it didn't matter. So yeah, Bede is, he's a notable trainer because, if you're not prepared for him, he can surprise you. But on the whole, you're pretty much just going to win this without much effort. Showed at least a little effort, so I decided I should let you win. You said it was inconceivable for you to lose. Like a minute ago. Ah, pardon me. It seems I must take back my words. You're not weak, you just lack talent. Your chances of completing the gym challenge are pretty slim, I must say. Here, I'll give you this. Something to show you at least tried. He gives us his league card. He wants us to be his fan. Now, where should I go next to collect wishing stars? Giving off some serious silver vibes there, buddy. You're not strong, you're weak, even though you just beat me. Yeah. Anyway, we are actually switching Sparky up front because I know he's going to level up faster than Chompers because he's a fast level upper. But before we do that, actually, hang on. I need to make a tactical choice here because there is a new Pokemon to be found in the Galar Mine number 2. And it is right here. Galarian Stunfisk! Yes, one of the oddest, most commonly forgotten Pokemon from Unova is back here in Galar. He's found right here in the Galar Mine number 2, where you can see his little mouth beak thing on the ground, and then he tries to trap you. He is a ground steel type Pokemon in this form, which kind of takes away the specialness of he was a ground electric type, which was really cool. And now he's just another ground and steel type, which is less cool. Anyway, he does have an interesting ability in Mimicry. Mimicry allows him to change his type to match whatever terrain has been set. So there's grass terrain, electric terrain, psychic terrain, and fairy terrain, so he can conceivably become any of those types. The problems. He is he's a physical tank-ish, but he's a fairly weak physical tank. He doesn't have the best moveset, he doesn't have the best stats overall, he doesn't really stand out with anything. He does have a good diverse move pool, so he's got a lot of options, but he just doesn't pack much of a punch. And for a tank, you need to pack a punch. So, kind of disappointing that way. He gets a 5 out of 10 for in-game use. He's not a terrible Pokemon, but he's just not anything special. And honestly, that's the biggest disappointment because, well, back in the original games, back in his original form, I should say, he was something special. Ground Electric was a very interesting type, so kind of disappointing. But that is the only new Pokemon found in this mine, and now all that's left to do is start clearing out some trainers, like Worker Francis here, and his Carkol. Sparky, you might be able to handle that, but you might not, and I'd rather not have to go and heal. So you know what? We're gonna let Chompers come back in right off the bat and take a flame charge. Did that even do damage? I'm not sure that did damage. I mean, I know it did. It had to, but that looked awesome. Way to go. Ordinarily, I would have taught Chompers Waterfall by now, just to give him, well, a better water-type move, but I'll take that, too. Razor Shell is the natural one. It's pretty good. And now, this mine is very similar to the first... Oh, that's a Galarian Stunfisk. Very similar to the first one. There is a fishing spot here, and you can see that there's areas we can't get to. This is really the first time outside of the wild area that we're seeing, hey, there's water. When I'm tired of work, it's time for a battle. I'll show you the muscles I've built up. Okay? Are you gonna be fighting me with your muscles, or is it your Pokemon, or... Alright, Sparky. This you can take. Because it's not an evolved Pokemon. And you can do your adorable little spin, just like, whee! And yeah, weak armor, I still don't really understand weak armor as an ability. Like, lowering your defense... I mean, lowering your defense to raise your speed, making you, kind of switch up what you are, that does make sense to me, but like... Now you took more damage. So, is it worth it? I don't know. Because you're not raising your offensive power, just the power, just the, just changing the turn order, basically. Well, spin with his little hard butt and his little lightning bolt tail. It's all cute. Little yamper. I think we can take a Timber, too. You're just a Univin special here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that did decent damage. Focus energy, I'm slightly worried about because of the raised crit chance, but Sparky's using Spark. He's doing spins, and that was a critical hit, but I knew you could take it, Sparky. So just finish it off. Use Spark, do your spin move, and get the KO. And a nice little level up. Excellent. With 30 attack, 34 special attack, and 22 speed. Wonder if there's a reason I'm taking note of that. Use different modules for battle? No, yeah. What? Sparky is evolving? Oh, yeah. Get ready for him, Boltons! Hee-hee! I love Bolton. Yamper is one of the cutest Pokemon ever, but Bolton is also cute while still looking really cool. This Pokemon generates electricity and channels it into its legs to keep them going strong. Bolton can run non-stop for 3 full days. And he evolved! And now, let's just do a quick little stat comparison here. We gained 8... yeah. Went from 30, 34, and 22... to 53 attack, 61 special attack, and 69 speed. And with Strong Jaw, now Bite is essentially a stab move. So yeah, I'll take that. Definitely. Yeah, it totally changes how he's going to be battling from here on out. Now, instead of, well, being kind of a hacks-based paralyze it, and then... oh. This is here. I get lost in this place a lot, even though it's basically just a straight shot. Excuse me, mate. Sorry to bother you. You're one of them taking part in the gym challenge, right? Crikey, but that's really something. Something. I'd love a battle against a great trainer like you. Wow, look at you, Mike. Surrounded by adoring fans, eh? You'll even be showing up Lee pretty soon. Oi, jog on, mate! Can't you see we're in the middle of a conversation here? Yeah? And can't you see that I'm Hop, the trainer who will be your next champion? I love Hop! Oh, so we've got a joker here, eh? You're so funny I forgot to laugh. Wow. You think I'm joking? I'll prove it then. And I think a battle with you lot would definitely end with some laughs. Let's take them on together, Mike. You ready, mate? Yes. The two of us were endorsed by the champion himself. We'll show you just what that means. That actually doesn't mean anything. Well, if you insist, Team Yell's going to teach you kids that the gym challenge is no joke. You better not be Yo-Oh. How did this other kid have to come waltzing up for, eh? I just wanted to knock off challenges one at a time. As we get the Team Yell music once more, we are challenged by the Team Yell grunts. And they're not messing around this time. They've got evolved Pokemon. So at this point in the game, you've probably got evolved Pokemon too, but they've actually got 2 Pokemon each, so this is not a cakewalk. I think the Linoon's actually more of a threat right here. Yeah, Thievul doesn't have much of a moveset at this point. Oh. That's just on Wooloo, yes? Yes. Okay, cool. How did that not KO? Come on! Chompers! You were doing so great earlier. And wow. That was not a great move by Hop there. I'm gonna go for the fully accurate move. Headbutt is... well, I mean, Bite is also fully accurate, but it's not very effective, so why would I go for that? Let's just get the KO. And one down. Wow. That was good experience. Yeah, Team Yell is actually worth some good experience because they've got the evolved Pokemon. So, how? Oh, lowered my special attack. I am not concerned about that. But, come on, Hop. Do a little bit better here, buddy. Hop is definitely underleveled for this fight. He is weaker than, well, we'd like him to. I mean, he's not that underleveled. 22 isn't that bad, but it's not great either. And there we go. All right. There's your revenge from that Pancham fight from like 4 episodes ago, or 5 episodes. When did we do that? I don't remember. Oh, he missed. Well, he missed me. All right, Wooloo, get. You know, a double kick would have at least stood a chance there, Hop. Could have stood a chance at KOing him. Oh well, we'll just clean up. Yeah, Hop, unfortunately, again, Wooloo is not a bad Pokemon, but unfortunately, when Hop is using him, he tends to be in a bad matchup. And Hops never has a good moveset, like, at all. And the Liepard here, that's, 3 evolved Pokemon. Not fully evolved. The Linoon still had a stage to go, but, not a weak team. The Team Yell is not as easily beaten as some other, grunts from other teams have been. So yeah, there's a legitimate challenge-ish. Not challenge, but they're not a total. Are you gonna yell at us because we up and yell lost? If I'd used a horn, would I have had a better chance of winning? Yes. Maybe. That little mug's the champion's little brother. Guess that's what you get when your older brother's not useless. I know we're Team Yell, but we'll leave quietly once we're beaten. It's true. Again, they're not bad guys. They're just Barney's fans. Nice one, Mike. That's my rival for you. Now then, where could Kabu have gone off to? Let's keep going. Maybe he's farther in. Okay. And fortunately, your team is fully healed by that. Well, after that encounter, I guess Hop heals you? Also, yeah, Dreadnought here in this cave. Just fully evolved, ready to go. So if you don't want to deal with a Choodle, there you go. Ooh, hi, little Shellos. Okay, this is where the cave splits, and this is where I always get it wrong. Okay, yes. This is not the path. Good, nice little soft say in there. I'm avoiding the Galarian Stunfisk for obvious. I was staring at you! Steam power can send the opponent flying. I mean, sure? Maybe? That's not a steam-powered Pokemon. Did you get your team switched with the guy at the entrance for some reason? Like, I mean, I don't think so, but wow, we are so close to leveling up. Yeah, again, the experience all being on all the time, or experience share, is just, it means that things like this, where Ringo hasn't been in a battle for a while, and he's just like, outdone. Yeah, again, trying to keep your Pokemon evenly leveled is a bit more of a challenge in this game, just because, I mean, they gain so much when they're not in battle. That sometimes they can actually outlevel. Wow, that Onix did not have sturdy. I was expecting it to. I was also expecting it to outspeed. Chompers, I cannot figure out your speed at all. You're like super fast sometimes, and then other times you're like, I'm slower than random stuff. Very confusing. But got a nice little win there. Yes, you like railways. Ooh, this is a TM. Sand Tomb. So we've gotten a ground boosting item and a ground type TM. Interesting. Another Stunfisk. Another Stunfisk. Opening area with Hop. And wild Pokemon almost interrupting the cutscene. Thank you for helping out with my training, Team Yell, but I must say, it's unforgivable for you to get in the way of a Carkol hard at work. We weren't getting in its way, we were trying to cheer it on. Still, you did a number on us in that Pokemon battle, so it's time for Team Yell to scarper and give a morale boost elsewhere. That should have said scamper. I don't know. Cheering is one thing, but one shouldn't get in the way of honest work. Gore! It's not what I expected a Carkol to say. That's Kabu. Man, he's wicked. No wonder he's the Fire-type gym leader. Ah, you are the trainers endorsed by Leon. Hop and Mike, am I right? I'm just training right up until the last moment so that I can guarantee the perfect match when I face you gym challengers. I specialize in Fire-type Pokemon, and the Water-type Pokemon in Galar Mine number 2 are the perfect opponents to train against. Regardless, it's getting late. Just go straight once you get out of this mine and you'll reach Motostoke. Get a good rest at the hotel and make sure you're both in your top condition. Come on, Carcole. Time for you to head on home, too. I'll make sure you get there safely. Gore! We're going to be on fire tomorrow! Hup to, hup to, hup to. I actually really like Cabo. I remember Lee talking about Cabo. He said that a lot of gym challengers give up because they just can't beat Cabo. Man, I'm getting all fired up too. Yeah, and we automatically leave the mine, which is weird. I don't like doing that, but we are given our next objective to stop in the Bede drop in for the night. And yeah, it is now nighttime. That Carcole from before, I guess it must have been here on a job. You do know about Pokeball jobs by now, right? I do. Ish. Of course you do. Now I'm cream crackered. I'm for the Bede drop in and some sleep. Come tomorrow, that fire gym leader Kabu better be ready because I'll be coming for him. Pokejobs, I've never used them. They're just something for your Pokemon to do while they're in the box. So they can get you things. I never use them, so I don't know how to go over them. I'm not going to cover something that I have no idea about, but I am going to go back in here just to make sure there weren't any items that you missed from that cutscene. I always feel like there are, and then I think I'm always wrong. But no, I like Kabu. I'll get more into that when we actually get to his gym battle, but the fact that he was training against his weakness is a positive for me. So, Motostoke Outskirts. Not exactly a long route, but we do get an amulet coin here, which doubles the prize money if the holding Pokemon joins the battle. Again, don't really need that for this game. There's tons of money anyway, but there are new Pokemon to Galar found here in the grass of the Motostoke Outskirts. So, I am going to immediately run into not what I'm looking for. Alright, so there are 3. I'm going to be looking for them. One is a rare 5% encounter in the grass, so not in the overworld. There are 3 Great Balls here. And then the other 2 are overworld. I'm going to cut ahead to when I find one of them. So, see you guys in just a moment. There it is! Alright! So, the first new Pokemon found here in the Motostoke Outskirts, found rarely in the shaking grass, is Impidimp. Impidimp. Oh boy. Alright, he is a Dark Fairy type Pokemon, or Fairy Dark. I always get that confused with the new ones. Anyway, he is what I would call an annoyance king. The whole line is all about using annoying and frustrating moves to battle against. It makes them actually highly effective. Mixed defensively, but a solid physical attacker. Very diverse, tons of diversity. Has Prankster as an ability, which kind of mitigates its pretty lackluster speed in its final form, meaning that it can use any non-offensive moves first. It's really good Pokemon. Not my favorite. I don't really like the super annoying ones all the way, but it gets an 8 out of 10 for in-game use. Just a really good Pokemon overall. Won't be joining the team here. I definitely don't need any more physical attackers, but it's a good Pokemon, so add it if you find it. Now, I still need to find the other Pokemon that appears in the overworld here, so we're going to cut ahead to that. But I will be pointing out a later point when Impidimp becomes much more common. So, cutting ahead to... never mind. Young Pokemon trainer, won't you honor me with a battle? I was hoping to not fight you, but... oh well. Plans... well, oh! A Yamper? For Sparky? I put Sparky up front because he's my fastest Pokemon, so I could run from things. And now he gets a battle with his former self. And his tail turns into a lightning bolt when he attacks and... Did you just switch out Sparky when he was going to battle his former self? Rude. Like, I don't do that to you. I mean, granted, I'm beating you in a Pokemon battle, but, woo, double level up. That's going to happen often. And now you're sending out a Swoobat. Alright, Chompers, why don't you take that on? Yeah, again, ordinary trainers, not really messing around. Not just always easy, which I really appreciate. And Swoobat is definitely going to outspeed you, so Rock Tomb after you get hit with confusion, and don't get confused. Alright. And nice little... Oh, I wasn't expecting the one hit, honestly. Chompers, you are not a consistent Pokemon, and I like that about you so far. It's fun. Quite used to Pokemon battles. And we got a good amount of money. That's not with an amulet coin. So, alright, now for real, cutting away until I find one of the new Pokemon. Right, don't teleport away, don't teleport away, don't teleport away. Found it! Yes! Alright! The next new Pokemon found here in the Motostoke outskirts is Hatenna. So, Hatenna, well, Bede's been using it, so you know kind of what it's capable of. It is currently a Psychic-type Pokemon, but eventually evolves into a Psychic and Fairy-type Pokemon. Pretty good combination. It is another Pokemon that suffers from the slow experience category, so that's always kind of a negative for one. It is, however, a special tank. A slow special tank. Very good special attack and defense, but terrible speed. It does have good coverage, very good at, covering its weaknesses, as is kind of typical for a lot of Psychic types. And Psychic Fairy is a good offensive type combination. And Hatenna, its line is very well known for setting Trick Room, so if you're using a slower team in general, having it on your team is a really good idea. However, the slow experience gain mixed with its slow speed means that unless you're kind of customizing around it, it's not the best in-game Pokemon. It'll get a 6 out of 10 for in-game use from me, and again, will not be joining the team. It is a special attacker, which I'm kind of in need of, but I don't really need a Psychic type right now. So, noticed a bottle of PP up here. Very helpful if you need more PP for any particular move. And there is still one new Pokemon to be found here. It's not a new Pokemon, but it's a Pokemon who got a new, regional form upon evolving here in Galar. So, if I can just find it, which actually a few of them popped up while I was looking for Hatenna, so I'm, kind of wishing they had shown up in the opposite order, because I wanted to run into this one third. I wanted to cover the brand new ones first, and... Hi there, Coughing. Coughing is not a brand new Pokemon, but he now has a Galarian form evolution. So, Coughing evolves into Galarian Weezing, who is a Poison Fairy type Pokemon. Very interesting type combination. And is a pretty good one. A really good one, actually. He is a mixed attacker with the moveset and the diversity. Huge diversity, actually, to back up the mixed attacking stats. He leans kind of special, even though I think his attack is still higher than his special attack, but his diversity covers special attack better. But he's also a big physical tank. Can really take physical hits well. Has really good abilities. This one has Levitate, because it didn't say it had Neutralizing Gas at the start of the battle. And, yeah, Levitate is a really good ability, so is Neutralizing Gas. Both good abilities. It gets a 9 out of 10 for in-game use. Very good Pokemon overall. And, as you might be able to tell, I'm battling it right now. I don't ordinarily battle wild Pokemon when I'm raiding them. And Coughing, evolving into the new Galarian Weezing, is going to be the 4th member of my team. Yeah, catching him in a Dusk Ball. Let's do it. Because it's night. How often do you see night? And... gotcha. Coughing was caught. Yeah, I wanted to use a Galarian Pokemon, and using an old Pokemon that evolves into a Galarian form is something I really like. Seeing how the old Pokemon works and then having them evolve into a brand new form. So, Coughing is one that I decided to go with. I could use a physical tank, and I could use a good special attacker. So, and, of course, it has Levitate, which is key. And I do, in fact, have a nickname in mind. You are going to be Brooke. Yeah, well, Galarian Coughing is a gentleman. Now, this one would actually be a gentlewoman. But, minus attack plus special defense. I planned on you being a special attacker, and your special defense is kind of lacking. So, I am actually thrilled with that, believe it or not. Yeah, Calm definitely works for me. So, yeah, Brooke, that's really more a name for a boy, but I don't care. You can be whatever gender you want to be there, Brooke. Doesn't matter to me. All right, so we now have our 4th team member. Excellent. And now that we do have our 4th team member, let me, you know what? I don't feel like running all the way back through the mine to heal, so I'm just gonna use a Paralyze heal and a Super Potion. I never use my items, so I might as well do it. And actually, let's also see if Brooke can benefit from anything that we have right now. Right now, I'm thinking... You know what? Right now, I'm thinking let's give our new physical tank a tank-like item. Can you learn any of the TMs? That would be helpful. I know that the TRs will be helpful because you can see some of the moves you can learn. I doubted we had anything you could learn. But, you can learn Payback, but I don't need Payback. You might already know Payback, actually. But yeah, before we end the episode, let's get Brooke into her first battle. Hello, what's all this then? Fancy scrap of copper? I apologize for the bad British accents in this episode, but they keep doing super Britishy things, I can't help it. And you send out a Growlithe. Ooh, cool. We've got a sort of classic Gen 1 showdown right here. You intimidate me, but I'm no physical attacker. Not anymore. I'm now a special attacker. Leer. Really? Ha. And again I say, ha. Yeah, evenly leveled. I like it. Now, I will be using experience candies to catch Brooke up with the team, but I wanted to give her a battle before we did that. So, And there's the Shell Bell in action, storing HP based on the damage we did to our opponent. So, not as helpful as leftovers. It's not consistent by any stretch, but, it's still useful. And there were scenarios back in generations past where it was broken under the right conditions. Not in-game conditions, competitive, but still. And Brooke very easily wins her first battle. And gains some experience. We defeated the Britishest police officer out there. Got some Pokemon with you there. The battle technique is bang on, too. Yeah, I'm not good at the British accent. Yeah. Anyway. We are now at another bridge over the wild area. I'm looking for glittery feathers. Yes, the feathers can be found on any bridge, and they do respawn each day, I think. Maybe it's after a few hours. I'm not really sure. But we have now made our journey full circle around back to Motostoke. Yep, the whole last few times we were just going in a circle. So, that's going to do it for this part. We picked up a new team member, and next time we're going to see what she can do as we take on, well, whatever's awaiting us in Motostoke. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.